Peanut butter is not the best food to do a mukbang, whatever they're called with. September was a you-know-what show. Ah, he said it. And they were like, Chelsea, you are on the verge of a mental breakdown. I had to make a really hard decision to quit that job. Okay, so I've been meaning to film this video for like a month now, and I'm also on a time crunch right now and have 10 minutes to eat, so perfect time to talk and just do a mukbang. AKA I'm eating toast with peanut butter and honey and chocolate chips. So it is November, whatever, 24th, end of November, and I'm filming this even though I've filmed a couple vlogs and weekly vlogs since I took a like 2-month break from YouTube. But I wanted to just make a quick video just addressing why I took a 2-month break from YouTube, because I'd be curious if I weren't me. Peanut butter is not the best food to do a mukbang, whatever they're called with. So basically summer was awesome. Traveled, went to Nepal, got to see my coaching team in Indianapolis. Lots of fun stuff. Enjoyed a lot of relaxing time at the pool here at our complex. Time with the dogs, blah, blah, blah. And then August was good. I had a lot going on, my 3 jobs, so full-time teaching, obviously, part-time children's ministry music director, and then my coaching job, which has continued to grow and grow and grow and expand. I also, in July, started training for my first half marathon, which I ran in October, insert photo here, and I finished in 1 hour and 23 minutes, I believe. I'll put the exact time over here. But it was amazing, but it was a huge commitment. If you've ever ran a marathon or half marathon, you know that training is a commitment. 2 days a week, I was training with my group Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings, and it was hours at a time. Like sometimes our run would be like 2 hours long. And August was fine. Decorated my classroom. You saw all those videos. I was super excited. So far, my teaching year has been good. It's been easier to teach. I know what lessons I'm going to do in advance. I feel good with my curriculum. I helped develop the curriculum last year. If you're new to this channel, for my whole district, I wrote the co-wrote the elementary music curriculum. So as far as teaching, it's been easier. As far as balancing everything, September was a you-know-what show. September was a show. I'm going to bleep that out because I want to get monetized.
Show.
Ah! He said it. I'm gonna have to bleep that out too. Brandon, you wanna be my mukbang?
Do what?
Wanna be my mukbang?
Your what?
Mukbang.
Mukbang?
It's M-U-K-B-A-N-G. It's when you eat while you're talking to people. It's a big thing on YouTube right now.
Sounds great.
So as you can tell, Brandon and I have not broken up, unfortunately, for everybody involved.
It's been close. We'll see after tonight.
Tonight, Brandon's driving me to my first ever bachelorette party. First ever party bus. So anyways, I just got distracted. But September was a hot mess. All of my commitments were clashing. School, like I said, the teaching part was easier, like preparing and stuff. And my relationship with my students is amazing this year. I have so many less discipline issues just because I know them as people. And we both value each other on both ends and whatever. But I decided it'd be a good idea to plan 2 field trips that happen within a week of each other, because that's what you do. When you've never planned a field trip before, you say, you know what, let's do a Saturday field trip and a field trip with a whole grade level and have them happen a week and a half apart. So that was why September was such a mess.
I don't like this. Why do they want to watch you eat? Wow, you see all that carbs she's loading on?
Yeah,
wow.
So I'm going to be drinking, so that's a safe... I'm like really...
No, that's not what you do.
Yeah, it sort of is. Be responsible. I've also got my superfood shake with my vitamins to help me with tomorrow. Okay, so anyways, I can make a whole video on what went into planning those field trips, because heaven knows I could have used a video because it was a hot mess. It was so hard. The Saturday one was obviously really difficult to plan because it happened on a day we didn't have school. And the whole grade level one was super challenging because I've never taken more than like 10 kids out of the building. I had to deal with lunches. I had to deal with kids that were not allowed to come and figuring out where to place them and all these moving parts I was not expecting. And I did have help. Like I took the 6th grade, and the 6th grade team was helpful for sure. But a lot of it fell on my end, obviously, because it was my field trip. I took them to see the symphony orchestra. I will say, both the field trips, spectacular. Brandon, come be in my video.
Pass.
Brandon got to go on our field trip. That was on the Saturday. Did you have fun? Brandon, did you have fun? No. Take 3. Brandon, did you have fun?
It was alright.
Okay, that's better. And the kids loved it. Both field trips, the kids were so good, so awesome. I don't know. I probably should make a whole video about them, just because I think it'd be helpful to know everything that was involved, at least in my school, to plan them, and also like how it went and all that kind of stuff. But on top of those 2 field trips, regular day-to-day teaching, building my coaching business, which has been going spectacularly, almost too spectacularly, where I'm having trouble keeping up with the growth. I also was in the midst of starting my children's ministry choir duties because the fall choir season was coming up. And so in September, either late August or early September, I had to make a really hard decision to quit that job. It was the first time I've ever quit a job in my whole entire life, except for my first teaching job. I did quit that, but I had another teaching job waiting. Like, it's the first time that I've ever just quit something and like not had like felt like a good reason. My good reason was that my friends that I meet with every Thursday, my, like, you could call it Bible study, but we don't study the Bible. We usually read books or do like workshop type things, but I met them on my trip to Nicaragua 2 summers ago. So they know me really well, and they were like, Chelsea, you are on the verge of a mental breakdown. They were like, we need to like go through your list and figure out what you can take off your plate. And I was like, nothing. I can take nothing off my plate. And then it was just really a hard decision, because I had been there, I had been there for over 2 years, or no, almost 2 years. I don't even know. A while. Long enough. I had done 3 Christmas shows, a few Easter shows, 3 summer musicals, 3 vacation Bible schools. You know, like, I was in the community, and so it was hard to just randomly pull the plug on it pretty much for everyone involved. I wasn't planning it. It was just something that had to happen because it was the only thing that I could take off of my plate at the time, because, I don't know. It wasn't like a huge time commitment, but I couldn't give the energy into it that they deserved for that program, for it to grow and continue to build. I couldn't add more value to it, if that makes sense. So once I took that on my plate, it did help. Like, I felt better. Right now, in November, going into December, I feel amazing because I'm done with my big field trips. I know how those go now if I ever want to do them again. And I don't have a big Christmas musical at the church to prepare. I only have my 2 shows at school, which I did last year, so I know what to expect. I don't have weekly rehearsals for that, so I'm able to just devote more time to my after-school choir and ukulele clubs at my elementary school, and more time in my coaching business, and finally get back into YouTube, because if I would have kept that other job, I don't know what would happen. I probably would have ended up in the psych ward. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was getting really bad, and everyone else was the victim to that, which was not good for any parties involved. So yeah, I basically just wanted to update you guys where I've been, why I like was missing for a while. When I took the church job off my plate, I also took YouTube off my plate, because YouTube's really my only hobby. And the only thing I do like for fun and not for like a source of income, because right now I have to do coaching because it's a really good source of income for me, and I love it. I'm not going to quit anytime ever, probably. Right now, we are 2 people, and Brandon's still in school. He graduates in May, and living is money. Living as an adult is expensive, and things cost money, and I don't know, I just had to put into consideration that my coaching income is unlimited, and I can work harder and make more money, and just had to reevaluate my whole entire life, basically, and put more energy into different places than I had been doing, instead of stretching myself so thin, putting more energy to cultivate more in different areas. So it was a tough decision, and it's been a rough couple months. We're definitely on the up and up right now going into December. I'm feeling pretty good. I even think I'm going to do Vlogmas because I feel like I have some free time on my hands. Do I? Don't know, but I'm probably still going to do it just for fun, because I had fun doing it last year. If you didn't watch last year I did Vlogmas, I'll link that below. I have a whole playlist of it. I'm just really excited about what this next month and what the new year has in store. I have lots of big things coming up with my fitness team, and a big program launching in January that's going to change so many lives, so I'm really excited for that. But if you have stuck around to watch this whole rant and watch me eat peanut butter toast, which was freaking delicious, by the way, so good and pretty healthy option. I used the, like, what is it called? It's the fancy bread. It has somebody's name on it. I don't know. I'll link it below, but it has a bunch of grains in it. It's really good for you, basically, as far as carbs go. And I put peanut butter and honey in it. Make sure your peanut butter has low sugar, because sometimes peanut butter will trick you. I will catch you guys later. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more teaching videos, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you are.
Whatever pleases you will be our path. We're trading what we have for what will last, and we will see your face